and welcome to the Nexus, and we are doing issue 65 and 66 of our Optimus Prime build. Let's get going. Okay, so we are doing we're going to start work on the upper arm and putting a bit more detail on it. Once we've done the upper arm, all that is left really is a lot of the detail on the arm. But I don't think we actually stick it on Optimus Prime just yet. It's going to be one of those builds where I think we're going to work on both on the four limbs before we actually attach them to him. Anyway, let's carry on and let's do issue 65. Okay, so here is 65. We're going to be working on the upper arm this time. We don't need any of the previous parts or issues, so let's have a look through the magazine. Let me just adjust the camera a minute. There we go. Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin, they appeared in Dark of the Moon, as you can see there. Then we come on to Metroplex and Primus. So here's Metroplex. Then we come on to the Terracons, like there. And then we come Decepticons, Robots in Disguise. So Megatron and Galvatron, it says. Skybait, which was a flying shark, mechanical one. You know, as you know, why not? We are talking the world of Transformers. And as you can see, we're going to be building the upper arm. So let's go on. So I need the instructions in front of me, and we've only got a few bits in this one to do. So like I said, this is why I bunched these two up, because I always like to bunch stuff up if there's not a lot to do in each issue. I like to just bunch them up a little bit. And there we go. So we've got these parts here. So first thing is first, we are going to grab this section here, and with it like that, this is going to be facing downwards. Is that correct? Oh, no. This is going to sit into those gaps just there. Then we're going to take these screws here. So we need 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. We get our spare. Alright, that's me trying to screw stuff in. We've got to sandwich these two bits together yet. Okay, so they go in like that. That's the first one. The second one. So you need to make sure when you do this, you make sure these two parts are facing sort of that way. Then you know you've got the right bit. So that one goes up here. You're just screwing into those 4 holes here. Like so. And we do get these 2 little parts, which I think will go on here eventually, but we're not actually doing that in this stage. Like that. So we're going to grab these little bits here. That's going to go in there, and that one is going to go in the opposite side. So that's like that. So at the end of this, that is it. That is it for 65. So fairly easy. We're going to keep them to one side because I think we're going to be using them in the next issue, and I think they go on here. I'm going to maybe put a bit of glue on there again just to hold them in place, but that is how it looks. So let's get rid of 65 and let's do 66. So what do we get in issue 66? As you can see, it's like details, but we are going to be connecting stuff up. So there's bits there. So we got from the Earth to the Moon. This was Nest and them going to retrieve the Ark in Dark of the Moon. Optimus on tour. There we go. Optimus on tour. Then we come on to Red Alert. Transformers Armada. I do remember watching this series. It's very anime-y, I would say. 2002 to 2003 it came out. And this is just going across what actually happens in the series. And then as you can see, we're going to be fitting on a lot of the detail. And fitting the arm on as well. So we do need this part of the arm. So that's good. We're going to be fitting it all together. Let's put this over here so we can get going. Let's open this up. We've got some really nice details here. I like these reds. And we've got some wires. We've got these bits here. We've got another pin, so I do need to grab my pliers as well. So the first thing we're going to do is grab this section that we've been working on. No, we're not. We're going to grab the arm, actually. So this part. And what we're going to do is I'm going to pull these bits out because we've got one bit here and one bit on this side. Okay, so what we need to do is work out. Right, so that one goes on there. That is go on this side. No, it does there we go. When we get there in the end. So that is going to be a tight fit because of this section just here. There we go. So just going to push that down if we can. Yeah. So that goes on like that. Next, what we're going to do is grab this, and like I said, we're going to grab these pieces that that were left over, and I am actually going to glue these in because these going to come out otherwise. So a little bit of glue on either side here, just a tiny bit, making sure that the grooves are facing up on both sides like that. Just like that. Now what we need to do is we need to grab this section and we need to flip it so it goes in the opposite direction, and that one's already come out. See what I mean? So they do need, I would say, a little bit of glue just to hold it. So it's going to go in like this. Just need a double check. Because it's not entirely clear on here. Right, okay. Yeah, okay. So it does go in. I'll just have to wiggle this in. Wiggle, wiggle. There we go. Yeah. So that's like that. So basically, these bits are going to go towards like the inside of the arm, if you know what I mean. So we were doing his left side, so yeah, it seems to be about right. Okay, I am going to use the washers on this one because, right, so the nut goes in there because it's the groove for it. Then we're going to put this smaller spray washer, and then the bigger one, like so, and then they're going to go on. And I have got the wrench here, so just hold it on one side while you're sort of screwing it up. Yeah, that's okay. You know, that's, yeah, okay. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. Okay, so that's that. So once again, he is, yep. So that's the part you screw in, and then that's the socket part there, just like that. So next we're going to put this bar here by the looks of things. And I think okay, so this is going to sit up here, and that is going to sit just there, like that. And then we're going to use this. We need our pliers, I think, to put that in. So I'm gonna see if I can zoom up on this just to show you exactly where we're going. Okay, so that's got to go up here. Oh, here we go. Sorry. Yeah, that's got to go up here, and it comes down, and then we're going to put this little bit here somehow into there. I'm going to do it on this side. I'm just going to move the pipe just a little because it keeps coming out, as you can see. So it's going to sit up here, up here. Keep. I'm trying to keep my eye on the camera, and it's a bit difficult. Just up there. That's going to sit in there. Well, we hope. Hang on. Let me move the camera. So we've got to try and get it. Concentration is needed. Now, I did have it. Hang on a second, because I keep missing it. Because I'm. There we go. So it's in there now. that's apparently where that goes. So just here, and that little pin goes in there. As you can see, it's a bit of a difficult one to get in, but it went in. So yeah. Okay, so next part is we're going to take this big section here. This is going to sit like that. I'm going to really clamp it on like that. That's it, like that. So that's on the hang on a second. Yeah, so that's the right side. So that's sort of I think this needs to be the other side. Let me just look at everything, and I can report back, because it's not very clear on the magazine, and I want to make sure I've got it the right way around. Give us 5. Okay, I have checked. It is the wrong way around. So the block end, and that needs to be sort of that side. So if you hold the arm like this with that piece off that way, the arm section here should sort of curve. I would say the wrong way, but this is the way it says to do it. And then what we're going to do is we're going to just put the screw back in, the nut just in there, screw this back up, and you need to make sure when you're doing this that I make the mistakes. So when it comes to it and if you are fully in this to build, then the magazines don't necessarily make it very clear, I have to say. Like so we're just going to have to tighten this up a little bit. There we go. So it still works. So this upper section here, that should be facing that side, if you know what I mean. If you know what I mean. The rest of this is fine though, like the piston that we've just put on and stuff like that, that is perfectly fine. So now what we need to do is we need to put on these red bits just here. So we've got 1 and 2. So these are going to go on there. We need AP screws, so let's grab them out. 1, 2. So these parts are going to face sort of down and back slightly. So I think that one's on there, and then that one on like that, and they need to be facing the opposite way, so I've got them the wrong way around, so they come in closer. So the straight one goes this side, and then you've got the curved one that goes the opposite side, obviously. So if you're facing this bit to yourself, like I am, then the straight one goes on the right, and the one that's slightly curved so if this is, this is facing me, this part, so the straight bit goes on the right and the curved section goes on the left, as you can see there. So like that. Next we're going to grab this, so we're going to spin it, I'm going to turn it around, and that is going to sit on this side here. So once again, this is just going to pop in like so. Okay, so we're going to grab these. Okay, so when we do this, we make sure that this part here is all the right way around. You can tell it's the right way around because if we pull this, we've just screwed on these 2 bits here, and they should sit on here when it's fully placed. So like that. That's how you know you've got it the right way around. So now we're going to grab these leads. So we've got the 3 leads here. We're going to grab this one with the 3 sections coming off it. So the first bit, it sort of has a straight connector section. So the bit we just put on, we're just going to push this up into that, and then this bit will go into this recess here. So that sort of sits like that. Just like so. Next, we're going to take the one with the 3 pegs on it. So you've got the first little peg that is going to sit into this hole just here. So there's a little hole just here. That just sort of pegs like that. And then down here we've got a peg up the top here. So this one here is going to peg into that one. And we've got another peg down here. So the shorter one's going to go at the top. So let's just peg this one in first. So we're going to turn it and peg it down like that. And the sort of same is going to happen with this one. So there's like a little hole down the side here. Like so. So it sort of sitting just like that. Then we've got the one here. Once again, just looking to see where this pegs into. This goes on the opposite side, I believe. Yep. Okay, so one of these will just have like a line that's going to peg into down here, which is a bit difficult because we've got this section here. So I'm going to pull this off in a minute. Like that. And then that gives us access then to this little peg just here. So that is going to just sort of peg into there like that. Then we can go ahead and stick this back on like so. And then I believe this is going to go into this first hole here. Now it looks like it's got a straight bit, so I'm not too sure about where this is going to peg in. Ah, yes. No. Just trying to see. Ah, right, okay. Goes into this little bit here. So this will just fit into there. So that's where they all fit. I'm going to turn this back round. This here is actually going to sit into this gap just here. So that's going to sit in like that with the opening at the top. And then we've got, that's for the hand. I don't know why that's off. And then we're going to flip this round. And then this is going to sit over our screw here because you can see it quite clearly. So this is going to sit in. We're going to have that bit towards the inside of the arm. So that's going to sit in just like that. I took this off because I took the hand off. And that's going to sit down on there like that. And there we go. So we're going to get some more pieces for this eventually, but all the little wire bits are there, which is nice. And it all moves as well, sort of. Stuff pegging up. That is going to be difficult actually to move that without this pegging off. So that sort of sits in there. It just literally sits in. I wonder if I can glue that. But the problem now is when I now move, I have to move the whole arm section, because if I move this bit, as you can see, it's going to tighten it. So yeah, they're the wires here. Like I mentioned, they are sort of tucked around. These ones here going pretty well. This one here just slides up, and yeah, it's going to have a bit of a problem, especially if you're going to be pulling this arm up, because I'm going to show you right now. It's going to tighten them, and then it's either going to peg out of there or break. So in order to move this whole arm, you'll have to sort of move that section as well. Like that. But that is sort of it. So that's the outer part of his arm, sort of the back section, I would say. So yeah, I mean, it looks okay. It's getting there. But I think the next sort of 6 packs, I think what we're going to be doing is concentrating mainly on this arm. There's a few bits to go on it still, quite a few bits actually. But yeah, it's looking good. I'm happy with that. Bit of a pain to get there, but we got there in the end, so I'm happy with that. Like that. Okay, so that eventually brought us to the end of, if you look at that, 66 right here. And yeah, I'm quite impressed with this. I'm happy with the end result. There's obviously going to be a hinge here to fit on Optimus Prime, but that is right. The only thing I would suggest to do in this section of issues is to make sure you get this part here, the elbow joint and all of that, all right. Make sure it's the right way around. The magazine doesn't clearly tell you how it should go, but you will find out once you start doing this up a bit if you've got it the wrong way around or not. And it's easily done. You just obviously just unscrew this hinge here or this hinge here and you swap it around either way. But yeah, I'm happy with that. You got all the little leads now, which are quite good. Optimus Prime's hands and arms aren't muscled out like his legs are. They're quite sort of thin, I would say. I mean, you can see it on the magazine here, so you can sort of see how thin they are. So there's not a lot to them, but I would imagine in the next pack we should be receiving more for the arm, and we should sort of finish it off nearly. If not, we do finish it off because there's just detailing to go on. So we've sorted out the bare bones of it, so to speak. So we've got the hand, the actual mechanism for the arm, the elbow, and just this top section here. So it is just literally detail going on this now. But I'm happy with that. It looks okay. It's getting there, as you can see. So once again, thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you give us a thumbs up. Make sure you comment as well. I want to start reading out some of the comments on the videos. So if you'd like to have a comment read out, let us know. I'm going to start doing that from the next lot of videos that I do. So if you want to leave a comment on this on the description or in the comment section, I should say the comment section, I will read it out in the next video. So that's all from us here at the Nexus. Thanks for watching. Thumbs up. Make sure you like, click, subscribe, follow us all on our socials, and we'll catch you at the next video. But until then, we'll see you later.